Alright then. Game number 1 versus Rindok. No pressure at all. The worst we can do is do the exact same level of bad as we did last time, right? There should be no problem here. Okay, so immediately start. We didn't get any of our 3 or 4 drops. That's fine. Looking at what my opponent has, he's got a triple colored deck. He's got a Venno and a Luna. Venno and Luna are very scary characters. He's got some enough magic that's important. He's got his eclipses. He's got a Time of Triumph and a Spring the Trap. Okay, so this is very scary. He could quite easily win in terms of the late game if we're not careful. So things to keep in mind here. We have an Empower. Okay, so the safest place for my opponent to be as a Venno is probably in this lane here. Although if he jumps into here, he could do. Probably here, though, is where he's going to go. So with an Empower, I can snipe that Venno. So let's try and snipe the Venno in here. He did go here. Let's see if I can land in front of the Venno with Magnus. Nope, I didn't get it, but I can still kill him in a couple of turns with an Empower here for the cleave. Ooh, Keith is actually going to be taking quite a bit of damage. Good to know. Okay, with Clear the Deck, I can actually cleave through and kill the Venno. And he doesn't really have much ways of stopping it, unless it's like Cunning Plan. The worry is that Keith's taking quite a bit of damage here. I could always fight through the pain so that he takes 2 less damage, but I think Clear the Deck is probably the best bet here. It also clears every creep on this lane. If he has Cunning Plan, he can twiddle around a bit and then he'll be fine. Otherwise, he's kind of stuck, unable to really do anything against this. He could always like Smeevil Armmaster and get the armor or whatever, but okay, so he taunts here, so Sven lives. That's fine by me. Alright, so I cleared that pretty well. Lane 2 is going just fine. I think I'll Empower Enchantress just so that I've used the mana of empowering her. I don't need initiative yet. Yeah, alright. Might as well do a bit of extra damage, you know. Beastmaster's getting a decent arrow. Luna's going to stick around for a long time. This is the only scary part here. And that means that this Eclipse that she's going to eventually have is going to be big. Alright, Fountain Flask would be nice, but I think I can get away with just a Revtil Signet Ring here. Let's see what's behind the Short Sword. Red Mist Maul. Okay, so yeah, I think I can get away with just the Revtil Signet Ring on Keith instead of going for a Fountain here. And Beastmaster. Alright, so I think we're just going to put him in mid. I think that he's going to come and try and defend top again, in which case an Empower would be fine. Putting Beastmaster in mid means that I'm going to take these and then I can ignore the last lane, kind of, because Luna's annoying, but so long as she just stays in that last lane, she won't really do much. Alright, so there's Keith taking a lot of damage. Primal Roar, there's no conscript. Alright. I could always Verdant Refuge here instead, but I think
I'll get their attention.
If I'm
lucky, I'll survive this.
Okay, so that's how Sven tries to live. I can Empower this creep to kill Sven off here. And I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with using the Empower to kill the Sven. Alright, there we go. Now he doesn't have that red hero here. He does mean he will drop round 7, which means that he can still spring the trap, I guess, but we'll be fine. Verdant Refuge. This lane's looking real safe right now. This lane looking a little less so. So I think I'll stick a Verdant Refuge down here.
We're in this together.
Well, I don't get to use the armor exactly this round, but it'll be fine. Put a Short Sword on Beastmaster, he'll kill him 2 turns. That means I can then have a pretty clear lane this next turn. Beastmaster's just sitting here doing work. My opponent surely should have like a So Venom or something now. No, really just gonna keep all of his cards for the Luna. He's very interesting. Gotta be very, very worried that he's gonna be doing some sort of like Tower Triumph eventually. He's probably gonna try and defend. He's probably gonna try and put Venno in this lane, I would expect. But then again, if he lands in front of Enchantress, he's gonna have problems. There's no real safe place for him to go. He can go into the third lane, and I'm okay with him going to the third lane because that means I'm getting no blue issues at all in either of the two lanes, and that means all of his blue cards are going to be kind of worthless. I mean, he's got Coal Reserves, I guess. Coal Reserves can definitely do work since it goes on multiple lanes. Legion Standard Bearer could be pretty good in this lane, and then I can Call of the Wild, get another creep over. But an Ogre Conscript to finish off this lane would be nice, but I think I need to start putting the damage on this lane here. So Ogre Conscript here would mean that turn 7 he doesn't have a green hero in this lane, which doesn't really mean anything, doesn't have anything on the 7 stuff.
Tell us what you need, Sean.
Okay, Prowler Vanguard actually keeps these guys alive, which sucks. I could Legion Standard Bearer so that this creep actually kills at least, but I think Ogre Conscript's the correct choice here. Alright, and these guys should hopefully just be able to push through this lane quite nicely. I have 4 Primal Rolls already. Maybe Phase Boots swap these two guys around? There's nothing else I'm really going to be using the Phase Boots on. So yeah, I'll Phase Boot swap these two guys around so that I'm actually killing the Prowler Vanguard here. And boom. Alright. So both these lanes are looking pretty good right now. Obviously don't have a creep here, but I can still Legion Standard Bearer here. Now that he healed, Legion Standard Bearer provides just enough attack to be killing the Keef. Okay. There's also the Empower, which is also providing the extra +2. Right, that's that. God's Strength to kill off the Beastmaster. That's fine because I don't actually care. Oh, good. The Beast arrived on the correct spot, so that's an extra 7 damage going to the tower, and I can Traveler's Cloak this Beastmaster. Yep, Traveler's Cloak in the Beastmaster. Perfect. I want to keep this fight through the pain so that I can grab initiative afterwards. Grab initiative to Primal Roar on the next turn here. Doesn't sound that fantastic. Or I could grab initiative on the next turn. Okay, well, looks like I'm not going to have a Beastmaster to do this in. Alright, you take this lane. Enjoy your blue taking of the lane. I mean, it's about time you got some money, right? You've never been able to kill me, so you've never had any money. Alright, so Travel's Cloak is fine, Short Sword is fine, and I'll grab the Potion of Knowledge because I want to draw into my other creeps. My other Ogre Conscript here, hopefully. Alright, so I've taken lane 2, I'm losing lane 3, it's just a fight for lane 1. He did in fact land directly in front of the Sven. The Sven did in fact land directly in front. But I did get a second fight through the pain, so I can
and become commander.
Primal Roar Potion and stuff. Yeah. The problem is I'm not killing Sven, but I am with the short sword. So let's just Primal Roar the Sven. Keep him away from being able to play his Red Spring the Trap here. Potion of Knowledge. Draw a card. Short sword to finish. All right, I do get to in fact finish. Nice. Then I can fight through the pain to grab initiative here. And then next turn I can do the exact same thing with another Primal Roar. Assuming that the characters land well so that the Primal Roar can actually do something, this game is in the bag. And again, he could still like call reinforcements and stuff. It looks like that's what he's planning on doing, I think. What else would he do? Like, core reinforcements would be pretty important here to defend this tower, but he needs to take a lot of towers. Alright, core reinforcements and lands in front of the creep. Which means that Marimal Roar is most likely going to push away the enemy heroes rather than actually stun them, which I'm also perfectly fine with. And I can move my Beastmaster into this lane. If I push away both of his heroes here, actually putting Beastmaster in this lane, not necessarily the correct choice because he can land here now. I did get punished for my choice, right? I could have instead just not put in Beastmaster there, and then a Primal Roar would have been fantastic. Alright, so am I more worried about red or am I more worried about green? I'm definitely way more worried about red. So let's Primal Roar this guy. And this also frees up the Ogre Conscript to be able to do an extra 7 into the tower. I'm not killing any of the heroes off this turn. Magnus has awkwardly moved his arrow over this way. But I guess I can swap with this guy. I can swap with this creep, or with this creep. If I play Call of the Wild and swap, I get an extra 3 damage onto the tower. But if I swap here, at least I'm still putting a lot of damage onto the Prowler. Prowler, is that his name? No, Farvan the Dreamer. Why did I think Prowler? Oh, it's because Prowler Vanguard is his card. Right, that's it. I'm going to Potion of Knowledge because I can, and he hasn't done anything, so clearly I'm not going to lose any tempo. Gonna summon
The
a
jungle
beast.
protects its own.
Is it worth dropping the Thunderhide in this lane just to like start pressuring that I'm going to go for a turn two-turn kill? Maybe.
By helping myself, I'm helping all of us.
Okay, now I can swap here instead. In order to kill off this Selfish Cleric, to keep myself nice and wide, which I think I will do. I just need to be able to Primal Roar again is the problem. In terms of initiative losing, like, I really need to be able to Primal Roar again.
The dance begins.
Onto the keep this Time of Triumph gone.
Safe.
Well, I guess he could always play a Thunderhide Alpha.
Together, old friend.
But I do think actually pressuring for a kill here is actually more worth it than having the initiative there. Because... Okay, yeah, he surrenders. There's very little chance that I wasn't going to be able to win the other time. Alright, well, that was a very quick, easy win. I just overpowered him. He could not afford to spend to get some money. So, there we go. GG, well played. He had a good amount of blue. He had 14 blue, which is slightly more than I think you'd want for blue. Blue has the weaker heroes, so you don't really want to have a lot of blue cards. I'd say leave that more like 12. And then I just kept him from being able to play cards. He had a green splash of Prowler, and then he had nothing in the green splash really. He had these two, which are all right, but you know, he didn't have great. And then stuff like Messenger Rookery and Ventriloquy, like. He had some late game, but he didn't have some mid game. Like, yeah. Yeah, that green splash not actually that effective, so there we go. Alright. Game 1 has been won by me. Hooray! We are beating our record, guys! Woo! This has been me, Yo99, aka No Brainer. Thank you for watching. Signing out.